Next, to expand my library, I am going to go ahead and search for a lot more articles. What I'm aiming to do is capture a whole bunch of citations that I can then cite discard or go find PDFs of documents. So I want to have access to just a highly specialized list of citations that are relevant to my topic. So I went ahead and did a search again, linked through PubMed, on health coaching and high blood pressure, because sometimes the mesh terms high blood pressure might be used and hypertension might be used. And I found more articles. So right now, here in my local library, I have 84 citations. I've continued to search in just the abstract. So now I want to choose a couple of different variants, again, just to get an idea of what's out there. So I'll come back into online search mode, link into PubMed. Do note that the online search features, there are abilities to link in through other platforms. I've only had good luck with these when I was hardwired on campus. This doesn't work from home. I happen to have the videotaping software here on my computer at home. So I just use everything through PubMed. But if you clicked in through the Rutgers University Library, this would most likely take you into Articles Plus, which is the general search engine. So again, all of what we're doing here is just trying to populate our library. This is not, it's preparing to do research. So now I've searched for health coaching and hypertension, health coaching and high blood pressure. Now I'm going to look at health education because that's my other intervention of interest. So health education, and let's start out again with hypertension. Both in the abstract. Click on search. 6,500 citations. Okay, so that's too many. So we'll cancel out of this window. Now we need to start to be more specific. So I'm going to look for health education in the title of the article and hypertension in the abstract. Let's see what turns up here. 174 is a bit more manageable. So notice that there's a little checkbox here that says clear currently displayed results before retrieving records. If you've already imported your online search references into your local library, check this box off. Check this box on. If you haven't, leave it checked, because you want to make sure that as you're searching, you're not losing your citations. So if it clears it, it's going to take all the other citations that you've saved locally and then just discard them here in the online platform. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to click on OK. It will clean out my search here and start to populate with my 100 and whatever articles. And as this is populating, you'll see that it's going back in years. So the typical local library is organized. The default is to sort by first author, last name. When you're importing citations, it imports by year. And something to think about in culling your articles, number one is, again, getting rid of anything that's not published in the English language. So much easier to do this on a smaller scale. There might be a filter in the new version of EndNote to do this. I haven't come across it yet. So I'll just grab a couple of these. But what I also want to do is I want to look at this and say, let's look at the year, because if I'm going to scroll this way to sort so the oldest are at the bottom. I'm not sure that school health education in Dearborn 1955 is going to be tremendously useful, nor is health education and hypertension from 1979, but there might be some interesting editorials in there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of this article here. And a couple more, not in English. And now we've got 164. So this will get a little bit messy, and you want to make sure that you do a little bit of cleanup here before you import them, because once you get a library like my other one with 12,000 references, it can be really kind of onerous to sort through. So again, I've highlighted everything. I can see a few in here I want to get rid of, and I want to copy my references to my tutorial library. So we had 84 citations in there. and the references will copy. And so this is health education and hypertension, health education in the title, that is. And we can repeat this search once we're finished with health coaching in the title, or sorry, health education and high blood pressure. So let's just pop over here for a moment. Now I've got 248 references. I just copied in 164. Let me just take a quick look whenever I can to clean, tidying things up a little bit. And 245. Not going to use all these articles, but it seems like there's a good amount of research, not surprising. The question is, when I start to get to my proposal, whether there is going to be enough research comparing these two interventions. So my quick cleaning leaves me with most of what I can start to look for background reading. So let's do one more online search. And this is health education in the title and high blood pressure in the abstract. And we'll do a little search. Oops, that's local. Let's go back to PubMed. Silly me. 58. Okay, let's see what we got. Now, as you're thinking about these 4 basic searches, something might be popping into your head. I wonder if some of these articles or citations rather are exactly the same, and the answer is yes. So in a future tutorial, we'll go through how to find duplicates and eliminate them. Again, getting rid of non-English language, as I can see them fairly quickly. And lots of, as I'm just looking at this, there seem to be a lot of reports of programs, which is interesting, but they're not necessarily going to be the types of articles that will have data for me. But as I want to get more knowledgeable about my topic, if I can find the full text of these, it's probably worth scanning them as resources. So again, scrolling down, shift click, grab everybody. So now I've got 50 citations. Right click, copy references to tutorial library. And we'll let this have just a moment. Updating my terms. And so next, I'm going to scroll up here to local library mode and see that I have 287 references. So what we'll do next is we'll start to use these, look at them a little bit more, and start to use what we have to pare down the list to continue our research.